Hey everybody. Hey family. Did you miss me? I know. Guys, listen, I owe you guys 5 videos. Remember, I'm supposed to be doing 1 video per day. And I owe you guys 5. All due to the kids. You know what they do to me? Real quick, happy Tuesday. I just know that, the sun is shining today and God, woke me up this morning. Look. They get their kites and stuff all over the place. Hey guys, so, if you have a couple of kids or whatever, and a cheap activity would do, purchase a kite. Just make sure you wrap it up. Don't leave it up to your kiddos to do. Look, I said, what the? I gotta clean out my vehicle. All right, happy Tuesday. I know we're gonna be sipping on this a little bit. It's been a few days since I've had one, guys. I'm gonna work out after I'm done talking to you guys, unloading my truck. It's a good day. It's a good day. Every day is a good day. All right. I get asked this question a lot. If you know somebody that's homeless, facing this direction, share some love. Okay? All right. And always make the best of it, okay? Because this situation is temporary. Now, I'm homeless. Should I get a job? Right off the rip, I'm going to tell you, if you have a kid, if you have kiddos, please make sure they are in daycare and in school. All right? If you're currently staying in a homeless shelter and you're thinking about getting a job, I would highly suggest to you, if they are providing you classes for employment, interviewing, parenting classes, if you need time out for a counselor, please do all of those first before you get a job. And I am so serious when I say that. All right. And the reason why I say that is because mental health is important first. Now, if you are facing a crisis because you are in poverty and you have barely to no money in your name, this is not a time to be panicking and trying to fix a strategy to get quick cash, trying to recoup because you think you're going to drown. Now, that's just my personal opinion, okay? And I have done it before where I was like, oh, I'm a save this. I'm going to go get a job real quick. There's more steps. There's more steps to this, y'all. And the majority that are facing homelessness or homeless are parents right now, okay? Now, if you did the homeless intake, if you've been accepted in a homeless shelter, please do not cram it all in at one time. Remember, this is all volunteer time sometimes. The majority of the time, it's up to you. You pick your blueprint of what you want. If your kids are in school, they are in daycare, do all of the classes that the homeless shelter or program provides. Make sure you give yourself time to recoup, all right? To settle in, do what you need to do. If you need dental done, do that first. If you do not have your wisdom teeth pulled, from my speaking experience, please get your butt into public health quickly. Low income dental is provided if you have government insurance. If you do not have government insurance, please fill out an application, call 211 and figure out what you qualify for. Somebody knows something, and remember, everybody, the majority of people qualify for something. All right? It's not a time to cry tears now and be ashamed, okay? Get yourself together first. Your dental, your hygiene. Even if you're like, I'm just gonna, schedule it for 2 weeks or whatever. Get your butt in there, because when toothaches pop up, you do not want to be in a situation where you have to tell your employer, I'm in so much pain, I can barely walk. Okay? First thing, that all right there is the first thing. Okay? Next first thing, if you do not have a social security card or a driver's license or an ID, get your butt on that ASAP. Do not look for a job until you have that. Those are the major priorities, okay? Second best thing I would highly suggest, make sure either if you have transportation would be a blessing, but if you do not, make sure you can walk on foot. I don't care if you have to walk 30 miles. Map it out. If you know McDonald's is around the corner, you know your kids' school or daycare is down the road, 10 extra miles, map it out. See how long it's going to take you. You're going to have to do it. There's going to be days where you're going to have to really get out there and walk for real. Okay? And if you have 3 kids, get yourself a double stroller. Do not play with me. All right? Even if you have 1 kid, I highly suggest get a double stroller. All right? Because those thoughts, they be coming in and out. And we got to be solid. Okay? Make sure you're ready. You're prepared. Do not dive into something that is going to crash and burn quickly. Yes, I know you want to get out of the homeless shelter, get out of a homelessness, facelessness situation. You see what I'm saying? I know what it's like, but there is no such thing as quick and easy and, I'm just going to get in. It doesn't work like that anymore. Okay? All right. Now, if you're all set and stoned and you're ready to rock and roll and you really want to rock out a job, be prepared. If you are single, be prepared to tell your employer, hey, when my kids call, they sick, I can't be here for several days. I cannot be here for several days. I need something in writing stating that my job is secure. I'm ready. I can't just not have your word. I have to have it on a piece of paper. That's how serious it is. All right? Because remember, if you're in a state that they can cut you, fire you for any reason, you done. See what I'm saying? You done. You back at square. Okay? And you do not want to be there. I've been there. I've done it. Listen, guys, I have done it. Target, Safeway. I've worked at a deli. I've worked at Giant. Listen, I've done it where employers were like, I'm so sorry, but man, you're in a homeless shelter. You're in a domestic situation. I would really like to help you, but I can't. I need you to clean up this first. So mental health and your family, you, God, everybody else that's trying to help you, this comes first. All right? Get your priorities sorted out first and foremost. Give your time. Let it happen. All right. Next off. Really want a job? You really want my opinion? Do you really? I gotta sit. Okay. You really want a job? My personal opinion, go work at McDonald's. Go work at Burger King. Right off the rip. I ain't lying about that. Go work at Papa Murphy's, Papa John's, Church's Chicken. I would not suggest Chick-fil-A in my opinion, but work with an employer that may be flexible to your abilities. Now, a lot of people are like, McDonald's, I couldn't flip and I couldn't, listen, they don't flip, okay? I couldn't just scrub no toilets. They got maintenance, okay? Take your pride out of it now. Okay? And don't come at me. Please, I've done this job. Please, I'm trying to save you. All right? Don't mind the outfit. Don't mind we've been running around here today. I've done this. Do not get your butt into caregiving. Don't get your butt in a senior citizen environment. Oh, Olivia, I got a CNA license. A scoop. Don't play with, don't, listen, you do not want to get into that health field. And if you already currently there, I mean, good for you. I would highly suggest that you get out of there ASAP, because that's, okay? Don't do it. Do not think you just gonna skip, you know? Do not bring any more stress, heartache onto your time. Because what I'm saying right now, CNA, healthcare, that field right now is, you think It's a lot of mental work. It's a lot of mental. Do not. I've seen people in the homeless shelter take on CNA positions, working at elderly facilities. And what I can say, they were suffering. You do not want to suffer. Okay? Don't get out there and try to work until your eyeballs bleed out. That's not what we're doing. If you want something quick, if you want something simple and easy, and maybe a low to medium risk, I would highly suggest fast food. Do not go to a gas station because I've seen it. I've worked for one, okay? Just take my advice, all right? Those are made for people who don't have kids. They like to play with schedules, and if you had a fire at Will State. But if you know how to do McDonald's drive-thru and shit, you know how to wash those dishes, you know how to bust out those trays, you know how to do those lunch boxes and stuff. Yo, when your kids are out sick for a week and you got to go home or whatever the case may be, because we in a pandemic or whatever you want to call it, your kids are sick because they can't be in daycare, can't be in school, your boss will be like, yo, don't worry about it. I've got you. I've got you. Want to know why? Because you've already built your reputation. That's my opinion. Now, Walmart, from speaking from my experience, they give you points. And if you reach those points, you out of here. Amazon, they like to be companies that are very strict. Boof, you out of here. All right? Now, I'm not saying that McDonald's will say, oh, boof, you're out of here. But speaking from experience, if you show up over there and you know how to do your job, you're an easy trainer, whatever the case may be, you could get the schedule you want. The pay is a little shitty, okay? But it's getting there. You can negotiate a little bit. You pump out your hours, whatever the case may be, go do it. Now, not only that, if you have to move from a homeless shelter into another location for whatever reason, you can call up the next Mickey D's McDonald's and say, yo, what's up? What's cracking? I worked at this location. I have a good reputation. Yo, Sally Mae, she's hurt that I'm leaving, but guess what? I'm right over there with the next few weeks. You got an opening for me? You do? I know you do. See what I'm saying? It's so easy. It's so easy. Burger King, they're getting there. They're getting there, okay? It's so easy. It's easy to learn. It's quick to learn. You'll get a paycheck every 2 weeks. Sometimes they don't do it in check form anymore. So if you don't have a bank account, they'll provide you with a prepaid card. Just make sure you have everything in place. Do not be running around stressing yourself out about, oh my God, I gotta, okay? Now, the dollar store, I would suggest, but in my personal opinion, depending on what your hours are like, they want people early in the morning to stock. And I'm talking like they want you there at 3 to 7. It's very short hours. Working during the day is very limited. The people that are working during the day, they want to hold on to those hours, right? Thrift stores, in my personal opinion, would be a good route, like Goodwill or Value Village or your local thrift shop if you are, needing some flexibility. But even in those locations, it varies. Just go to companies like Subway, Dairy Queen, Safeway, or Kroger's. Kroger's, in my personal opinion, they've been pretty good. They've been pretty good. When I worked for them in the past, they were pretty good. Very understanding when it came to the boss and director and payroll and all of that and the meetings, and they were pretty good. They were good. Target was a good company to work for. They were pretty flexible back in the day. I don't know what it's like now, so don't say they were pretty good. All right. So if you want a job, it's my opinion. If you're homeless and you want a job, make sure you have your homelessness situation figured out. If you are currently camping out in a parking lot, in a vehicle, in an RV, or in a hotel, make sure you always clean up after yourself and never stop doing the paperwork, because paperwork, knowledge, the more people you talk to, the better. If you only have a few $100s to your name, I strongly suggest Look into a phone company. If you have government assistance, you can qualify for a free phone. They will load minutes onto that phone every month. It may not be the best, but it's something to free up some cash. All right. Now, bus passes and tickets and stuff like that, reach out to Salvation Army, your local churches. If you want a job, go to McDonald's. Right? I've done it. Shoot, I could do it right now, and have no shame. Go to McDonald's. Don't try to overwhelm yourself and overdo it. That's my suggestion to you. I would talk to the employer and just say, hey, this is who I am. Make sure you are interview sharp, ready. Remember, you have questions and answers and things like that for them as well. You're interviewing them too. Don't forget that. Do not forget that. Don't go into a job place and be so hungry for a job and forget to interview your own employer. It's happened to me where I was like, damn it, I should have interviewed my employer better. All right. I have some questions for you, future employer. I do. I really do. So if I have an emergency pop up in the middle of rush hour where you need me the most, and I leave and say, I gotta go, it's an emergency, are you gonna fire me? Like, you have to. I'm a single parent. This is my situation right now. This is my blueprint. I'm just being upfront, honest with you. I'm hardworking. I can work these hours. But hey, when something falls through and it comes down to my kids or it comes down to my living situation, I've got to notify you immediately. And we got to figure out somebody doing, fill my shifts. I'm not going to leave you with not trying to fill my shifts. I'm going to try to find somebody to fill my shifts for me, but trust me, you don't want to do that. So make sure you have everything ready to go. Once you do pick an employer, make sure they know what your situation is. Please don't be shy. Don't feel embarrassed. Or sometimes that employer may know some resources. That has happened to me before. Okay? Quick story now. Church's Chicken. I was in a homeless shelter and I barely had my stuff together. Kids were barely in daycare, but the ball was rolling. I didn't have transportation or anything, and I wanted to work at this so bad. And I walked in there, and he interviewed me. A husband and a wife actually worked together, strangely, in the store, and it was great. And they had a great personality, and I told him. And he's like, I just want to give you my personal opinion. As much as I want to give you the job, I just want you to find stability first. So he was like, hold on, I'll be right back. Went to the back, grabbed a packet of resources, grabbed some it was Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A gift cards and said, here, feed your family. I know it's going to be hard for the weekend. Here's some resources within our community. If you can, save up for your vehicle. I really want to see you succeed. In the future, I'd love to provide you this job. But right now, I just want to make sure that you are safe and secure with a living situation. That is someone who you want. Okay? All right. And he did not have to do that. He did not have to do that. And it was great. And it was awesome. And he's like, I already know. As much as we want to bring you on, once things settle down, then some people may do that. Take that opportunity as a blessing. I went back and I was like, damn, I didn't get the job. But you know what? This is an opportunity. And I did exactly what he did. Exactly what he did. Saved up, invested a little bit, had some time with the kids, did the resource classes and all of that, did a garden, focusing on what I can learn. Exactly what he did to say to do, I did. Sorry, guys. You guys know I always throw words and always throw jokes out there as a funny little thing. I always love to spread some humor on it. I always do, guys. Never take your situation too seriously. Remember, there's always a solution to the problem. That's my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. All right. Now, with that being said, I'm going to run upstairs. I grabbed some stuff I want to show you guys. Not just to show you guys, but to just throw it out there that, hey, there's resources within your community. There's always helping hands. If you want the help, it's out there. If you know somebody facing homelessness, or if you're currently in a homelessness situation, just know I've been there. I know what it feels like. Never give up. Always stay strong. On your mental health comes God comes first, all right? But God comes first. God comes first. Mental health and your kids and everything behind it. You got your mind right. You got God right. Everything's gonna work out. See what I'm saying? But anyways, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day.